Yo, 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 what is up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. And I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of emails in game about what I thought about the new sorcerer, my boy Surt. I've done a video, I think 2 videos now on him. Spell-wise, we've been given the rough idea of spells. It is the finalized versions of them. We don't know the specific details on the rage cost, and that is going to affect a little bit of how this guy is going to do. I don't really talk about how I start to evaluate divines, because a lot of people rely on what I say in order to decide what they're going to do or not in a season. So I do take this quite seriously. And what I do normally, and this is what I did for UVS when I made a video on him, was I looked at my base and I start from here. And I try and figure out how this dragon would be able to get past my base. And if it's able to get past my base, realistically, hypothetically speaking, could get past my base, it might be a very, very strong dragon. But a lot of the times I'm going through this process, I start to see a lot of the weaknesses. And I got to my rage drain. And this is when Surt basically became okay, I don't think he's going to be good. Because his biggest weakness, obviously not necessarily his biggest weakness, but the first weakness that is very apparent is how in the world is he going to dodge a rage drain? He doesn't have a spell that it will allow him to dodge a rage drain. So if he gets hit by 3 mages before he can hit, because you're swiping with sorcerers and it's quite slow. So if 3 mages hit you, you're going to have 0 rage. And there's no way to dodge it, because the spell flux-like spell, Incinerate, is a white spell, and it will take out 1 tower, but it's not like Spell Flux where it has the extra blast of damage, which could actually take out a rage drain if used. This guy doesn't have it. It will only deal damage to 1 tower, so you might take out 1 of these towers, but there's still going to be 4 other mages that can hit you. He does have a spell, a white spell, that does give him rage. So here's the deal. Alright, this guy, this mythic, is going to be basically trash if Burning Hatred is more than 0 rage. If Burning Hatred, which instantly gains rage, we don't know how much rage it is, and gains health on building destruction, that really does not matter a whole lot if you have no rage to work with, unless it is a 0 rage spell, which, to be quite honest, I am extremely doubtful. If it is 0 rage, then this guy might actually be a little bit useful. He might survive a couple of shots from an island like this. However, he still probably won't get very far, and I'll explain why in just a second. So if it's 0 rage, he might be a little bit useful. If it's 1 rage, that exponentially hurts, because if it is a rage drain, let's say a base, which is not very uncommon, has a rage drain on this island, and then their kill island on this island, killing off these towers doesn't give you enough time to get 1 rage before you get to this island and get hit by the kill island. So you're going to have no rage. And a sorcerer with no rage, whether or not he has an element to resist, is dead most of the time. So that's the big thing that I first noticed. But let's say, hypothetically, that Burning Hatred is 0 rage and it gives you full rage back. Alright, it won't, I guarantee it, but let's just say it does. So you come to this island full rage. Obviously, we're talking about a defended base, right? Incinerate. Fires a projectile that destroys an automatically chosen tower, restores health on cast. Now, I have been told, again, this is not confirmed, that this spell will kind of be like Spell Flux. However, it will target storm towers before red mages. Which means a lot of people below level 300 have a storm tower instead of an ice flak on their kill island. So what this will do is, it will make this Incinerate spell target the, the Storm Tower, but the Red Mage will still be there. So you're not going to be able to kill the Red Mage or the Blue Mage. You're going to get hit by both mages, and depending on how long that cooldown is on the Burning Hatred, because I guarantee if it's 0 rage, it's going to be a long freaking cooldown, you're going to have no spells to use. Because Ragnarok is going to be at least 1 rage, probably 2. And if you get by 2 mages, you at least are down to 0 rage. At least down to 1 rage, which isn't enough to use the fireball. So you're basically going to have 1 tower down, potentially storm tower, and just swiping with people spamming repairs, and he just becomes like any other sorcerer. So, all that being said, do I think this guy's can be overpowered? Not at all. I'm quite disappointed. To be honest, I really am. I was hoping that Ragnarok was going to be a free spell, and I think this would make him so much better. And I think that if Incinerate was something like Jorm's spell, this right here, because Jorm is an amazing dragon. Alright, period. He is definitely the best sorcerer in the game. He's overpowered. Why? Because he has the ability to take out the red mage in 1 hit. Sorcerers are extremely good when they have a way to freeze or deal insane amounts of damage, but most importantly, have a way to kill mages instantly without having to worry about people spamming repairs. Because even if it deals insane damage, 1 repair can undo all that work, and by that time you're already hit by everything. So I say all this to let you guys know my thought process when I'm looking through these divines. Obviously, we don't have all the information yet, and that will determine some of these finer details, like, you know, is he actually going to be useful for the majority of the player base? And at this point in time, I just don't think so. I don't see him being like a Jorm, like a super overpowered sorcerer. I think UVS, Erdverd and Skuld will be much better than this guy. I almost would guarantee it. Especially with the new tier coming out and the new update to spells, I would say that this guy is going to be... I would be very, very surprised if this guy takes out my base, is all I'll say. Because even if it does, let's just say for a second that the Incinerate spell on Surt targets the red mage first. Okay, it targets the red mage, you hit Ragnarok, it deals massive damage, but it doesn't kill everything automatically. By that time, you're already hit by the blue mage and the ice flak and the dark flak, so you're stunned, you can't use spells, and repairs just undo all that damage that you did. You see what I'm saying? There's really not like a win-win situation. Like, there's not really a winning situation here, which is really scary if you're trying to, you know, spend money on a mythic, and I can't figure out how he would take out a very common base layout now. Like, this is kind of the norm of the majority of bases. So, I don't know. I don't see him being overpowered. I personally would wait for the Festive Dragon. We've been given some slight hints. There's apparently some spells of the Festive Dragon in the game's codes, which I'll go over in another video to kind of keep it separate because it's not confirmed. It could be completely wrong. Doesn't sound like it, though, from what I hear from the gameplay faction. But yeah, anyway, guys, hope this helped you guys out to kind of understand what I go through, like, thought process-wise whenever I have a new divine to talk about. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know down in the comment section. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.